So, first half, Bulls down by 6 in a game that really could have been down by much more. The Bulls actually played pretty well. There were times where they got the lead down pretty low. They looked like they could take it over. Timely rebounding is their thing. The free throw differential is a thing again. Those are things that we're going to probably be seeing for the rest of the season, it seems like, with the way that the refs are officiating Bulls games. Overall, I think that I personally feel there's a lot positive to be taken away, but some negative as well, right? A lot negative too. The turnovers from the Bulls, the 50-50 balls that they just aren't coming up with. For example, that down the half, that play the last time the Sixers had the ball before the half when Embiid saved that turnover, that should have been a transition bucket for the Bulls. That just should have been that. So we're seeing certain things happen. Tristan's played pretty well. It's one of those weird games again. Kobe White missing wide open shots. He's 1 for 4 from three, 2 for 7. Again, Kobe getting hot could completely change this game. We're getting solid minutes from Derrick Jones Jr. He fell asleep once or twice on defense that I noticed as well. That kind of frustrated me a little bit there. The minutes are being held pretty low for right now. DeSumo playing pretty good. Maxey hasn't gone off on us in this game. So that's good to see. Maxey 1 for 5, 0 for 2 from three-pointers, with only 2 points in that first half. James Harden 3 for 7, 1 for 3 from three-pointers as well with 11 points. But Joel Embiid, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block for 19 points in that first half. DeMar DeRozan's highest score for the Bulls, 5 for 12. Overall, with 15 points, but a plus minus of -5, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 turnovers from DeMar DeRozan. The Bulls overall with 7 turnovers to the Philadelphia 76ers, 6 turnovers in the rebounding game. The Bulls are surprisingly winning the rebounding game by a huge margin. That is what's keeping the Bulls in this game. The Bulls, 27 rebounds overall to the Sixers, 17 rebounds, and 15 of those rebounds are from the defensive end for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Bulls, 10 offensive rebounds. 10. That is not very often from this team. 10 offensive rebounds from this team so far in the first half. Another thing hurting the Bulls, shooting 25% from 3 for 12 overall, 44% from the field as a total in this game. This is still a very, fairly close game. It can go either way coming out of the half. We'll see what the Bulls do in the third quarter, as we always try to watch with them. But let's go ahead. Let's get into the comments. I can't wait to see how you guys feel about this one. And we'll go ahead and do that and finish out this halftime hangout and see what we got. I don't think we're doing terrible. We just need to make it over the hump. We can win this game, Kobe. As of right now, yes, the third quarter is going to be telling. And by that, I don't mean that the Bulls have to take the lead in the third quarter, but as long as they don't have a third quarter like they do a lot of times and completely lose the third quarter by a lot, yeah, the Bulls are definitely in this game. We'll see. King Booker World said, can't see the game. Are the refs that bad? Yes, the refs are being terrible today. Terrible. We are right with them, with one of the best teams in the league without Caruso, Ball, Vooch, and P. Will. That is a good point. 3 of those players are your starters, and Alex Caruso might as well be your 6th starter, right? Because he was always getting a lot of minutes. As far as the other question, free throw discrepancy in this game, the Bulls have 8 total free throw attempts. They've made 6 of those, whereas the Sixers have 20 free throw attempts in the first half alone. That discrepancy is really, when you look at the Bulls winning the rebounding game overall the way that they have, that free throw margin is really what's making up a big portion of this game, and hopefully we'll see that. MC Season says, I'm on my conspiracy tonight. The refs are selling this game. Listen, I agree with you. Lexus Garza, why the NBA wants us to lose? The Bulls are a very high market team, and our TV rating got higher easily. I can tell you this, and I'm not necessarily saying that this is a full-on conspiracy theory, but if the NBA did not want the Bulls to do very well in the regular season, as far as efficient, it's because they don't have many national televised games. The NBA isn't eating off the Bulls' success as much as they are some of the other teams' success. When you look at the Bulls haven't had the best showing when they have been on national TV, but the Bulls only had, I think when was it 10 nationally televised games when you count ESPN and TNT? Well, was it TNT? I think NBA TV games as well. But yeah, it's not that much. That's what it is now. I guarantee you the Bulls are going to have a lot of nationally televised games next season. And let's see what that changes. We'll be covering it. Don't worry. We'll be covering it. Todd Moore says, IO is doing good on defense so far. Yes, he is. Ramon, or Ramon. Let me know which way I should say it. Cut Bradley now, bro. I'm right there with you, man. I think I tweeted out after that foul on Embiid. I was like, yeah, get Bradley off my team. Get Bradley off my team. Hey Hayes, do you think this game will be this close with the Vooch? It may be closer with Vooch. With the way that this game's going, right? It's not like anybody's doing some serious defense on Joel Embiid. And keep in mind, the last time we played them, Vooch did pretty well on Joel. Yeah, I think with Vooch, we may be winning this game, to be honest with you. But don't be surprised if the Bulls end up winning this game. It's going to be so many Bulls fans that say now start Tristan Thompson over Vooch. Hayes, this is where Vooch's spacing can work. My camera lose focus will work because Embiid is blitzing DeMar and Levine almost every single yes, and that's why spacing is a thing, right? And this is why I've been saying, even with Vooch having one of his worst seasons of his career, because he's a threat to shoot from the outside, it changes the way the teams have to defend him. When you have somebody out there to replace him that isn't a threat to shoot the three at all, that changes what the defenses can do. Billy Donovan halftime report. Great first half, even though we down. Refs are wild. Tony Bradley taking an Uber back to Chicago after this game, and Embiid's cooking us right now. Embiid's always going to cook us. Degraded says he likes the aggression from Io. I agree with you on both sides of the ball. I believe we can beat the Sixers in the 7-game series. They just don't have enough signs, in my opinion. Hey, I mean, listen, I'm not getting there yet. I want to see us beat them in the regular season. Bro, nobody can. That's the thing. Nobody can guard Embiid. Like that's before the Bulls, signed Tristan, they were like, oh, we just need a player who can shoot threes and guard Joel Embiid. And I'm like, that player doesn't exist. And if they did, you think the Bulls can get that for scrap pieces? Come on, man. Come on. Jake says the Bulls are playing pretty well, but honestly, it's been annoying watching yes, the calls are bad. The calls are bad. I'm sorry, but Zach has really frustrated me this game. He's holding the ball way too long until yes, and even that one where it was like he just watched it go out of bounds. Now, granted, it looked like the Bulls should have kept that ball, but like, yeah, I agree with you. I can't defend Zach in that. The silly turnovers are coming, but that's why Zach wasn't supposed to do a lot of ball handling on this team because of those turnovers. This team was built in a way to minimize Zach's turnovers, and we're just not being able to see that yet. D Greatest says you were elite on your debut early today, my guy. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. You know what's so funny about that is that me and Pat only ever did one episode, and that was a live call. So it wasn't like we got to just communicate back and forth. But you can already tell from that first episode of Locked On Bulls that me and Pat are going to have a great chemistry. Can't wait to see how we continue to grow that platform as well as our own platforms. So 20-8 free throws to the Sixers is crazy. Yes, it is. It is. Maybe Giannis can guard Embiid. Even yeah. So let's just go out and get Giannis. We just got to go get Giannis. It's nothing simple. We should be able to trade Troy Brown Jr., Kobe White, Alfonso McKinney's hairline, the Jordan statue, uh, Tony Bradley's popcorn. That should be enough to get us Giannis. That should easily be. Listen, that's easily enough to get us Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Bulls, confirmed according to Inside the Chicago Bulls. King Austin, airball by TBJ on the offensive end, followed by that dumb foul by TB on the defensive end. Get them both. Get them off my team. These motherfuckers gotta go. They gotta go. Period. Smear 60, what's going on, brother? Didn't see you earlier. Locked on Bulls lineup is stacked now. No offense to the old host. Well, listen, I will never disrespect Matt Peck and Big Dave Watson. Like I said, I've listened to Matt Peck since the Debatables days. So this is literally going on for Jesus. 6-7 years I've been listening to Matt Peck and Big Dave. I found when they were doing the Outsiders. Listen, those guys are OGs, and I love what they do. Love what they do. We're going to get a big in the draft, and his name is Kofi. You listen, a lot of people have been saying that lately. We'll see. We'll see. Just trade Giannis. Giannis, the money works on 2K. See, that's it. You just got to trade for Giannis. Trade Billy's gone, Benny the Bull. Oh no, you crossed the line at Benny the Bull. You cannot trade Benny the Bull. He's the only untradeable piece on the Chicago Bulls roster. We are not trading Benny the Bull. You're not going to win the free throw battle with the team that features Embiid and Harden, which is why we need to make sure our offense is fluid. D Greatest, I see what you're getting at with that, and I agree to a point. But when you look at the actual calls that are being made, that should be going to us. Pablo, I would agree with you here, unless, except if you watch at the beginning of the season. Like, there are literally calls that should be made. But hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Inside the Chicago Bulls. Look, I just talked to him, right? Hold on. Let me get my Inside the Chicago Bulls phone. Hold on, real quick. Wait a second. Hey, tell the listeners of Chicago Bulls Central who we're trading for. Here it goes. The Bulls are trading for AD, Zion Williamson, and Giannis Antetokounmpo for Kobe White, Vooch, and that's inside the Chicago Bulls. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Benny the Bull is the most untouchable mascot. We can't trade him ever. Marlon asks, any idea who we're going to draft? I honestly have not detailed, right? I want to see how this. I think we really can't know who the Bulls are going to draft until this season ends. And the one thing that I do appreciate about the NFL, anybody who watched Chicago Bears Central will know I said this. One thing I appreciate about the way the NFL does it versus the NBA is that they have their free agency first and then the draft. I would really like if it was the other way around here as well. But we'll see. I'll be covering the draft and prospects closer to the time where we get there. Oh, my guy is inside. Yeah, I just got to put him up. Zach Lasagna is Marlon. Okay, now I know your real name, Marlon. No, I'm just fucking with you. Pablo says the Bulls are close in this game because of the rebound. The Bulls are doing a great job crashing offense. Yes, the rebound. I'm surprised how the Bulls are winning this rebound battle. It's really crazy. Well, Dylan, you don't have to announce it, bitch. Go unsubscribe. Like, this is not. You must be new here. This is not the channel for that. I don't give two flying fucks if you unsubscribe. You got to do what you got to do. Just like your mom. Never mind. I'm not even going to do that. But yeah, fine. Go unsubscribe. That's cool. We got this. It's all good, brother. Namath says inside the Chicago Bulls said we were trading for the Lakers and the Knicks fan base for Matt Thomas. Money works. Ask me, Mr. 2K. Oh man. And Dylan pressed his lip together and said, when he typed that. He was like, I'm unsubscribing. I'm unsubscribing. My name's Dylan. I gotta go. All right, y'all. Game starting. I will be back after the game for the post game live stream, man. I love you guys. Peace, y'all.